Mariah Carey does not work with females. That's the tweet that got me lit up by the lambs this week, or today, actually. I know this podcast is late, but let me just get into it. Welcome to the Dare Show podcast, where clearly I want to share things and dare you to look at things through a lens, which is my lens. Now, Mariah did this Twitter space thing early this morning, and I didn't listen to it all, but I got the last 5 minutes of it. I think it was 10 minutes. But I guess previously she had said, somebody had brought up Aaliyah, and she was like, Aaliyah, oh, I wish I would have collaborated with Aaliyah. And she gave a little Aaliyah story, and I tweeted that. I saw that in a tweet that, somebody, the lambs and people, they'll make a headline, and they were like, Mariah wanted to collaborate with Aaliyah. And I'm like, that's not true. And the reason why I feel like that's not true, well, I had said that's a lie or something like that. Mariah doesn't collaborate with females or work with females or something like that. It was a very blanket general statement that I should have explained on, because I have thought about this for a while, and the reason why I was like, no, that's not true, is because Mariah's history shows that she'll first of all work with rappers, male rappers at that, before she'll work with a female rapper. And even going into a female rapper, she'll work with a male singer first before she'll work with a female singer. And I'm talking about original content. That's what I meant to say. Original content. Yes, she has, because I'm noticing first of all, Mariah works with any fucking rapper. Any rapper, male or female. The most randomest rapper, Gucci Mane, Shauna, what's his name, with on Money This and That, the other, whatever his name is, off of the Me I Am Mariah album. I would say Diddy, but not really Diddy. What's his name? Cameron. She just works with the most random rappers, Nelly. And so I'm like, that's first of all, she'll work with the most random rappers. And then this last project she did with the No remix was with Shauna, or whatever that lady's name is. Who the fuck is she? Where does she come from? Why are you always giving these unknown rappers clout, or not clout, a platform? It's why are you always fucking with these rappers, these random ass rappers? And so then I thought about it, because that's all I thought about. I was like, okay, she works with a ton of fucking rappers. And then you look at it deeply, and you realize, you look through her catalog, and I'm talking about in studio. When I said that, I meant in studio. I didn't mean live. Fuck live. Fuck a remix. A remix is in studio, but still, fuck a remix. But in studio, original content, Mariah has one, maybe two, that actually fit the criteria of what I'm thinking of. How B and Mary J, they have Love a Woman. B and Alicia have Say You Want Me, Put It in a Love Song. Mary J and Patty have Ain't No Way. It's still a collaboration, but it's a cover. Okay. Mary J and Aretha have Don't Waste Your Time. There's this original content that somebody has wrote, Mariah or whoever has written, and you're coming together with another female and you're singing on it. Mariah has two. The When You Believe with Whitney Houston, and Through the Rain remix with Kelly Price. She only has two out of all the criteria that I'm thinking of. Not a remix, because she has remixes with Escape. Okay, Escape is on the song, but they're singing the same lyrics. They're just reworking the song. Then you have this Ariana Grande and Jennifer Hudson. Now, did she really want to work with Ariana Grande? I'll wait. Does she really want to work with her? Because she shaded her so much throughout the years. Okay, you don't like to be compared to people, but you don't have to shade them like that. I don't think she's ever said she's a fan of her music. Okay, I might be wrong, but I don't really pay attention to Mariah's interviews like that, but because they're boring and she's always repeating herself. But I don't think she's ever said she's loved her music. Jennifer Hudson, okay, that was so fucking random. Just like these random ass rappers. Like maybe Jennifer was. I think Jennifer might have been a pick because the Aretha movie was supposed to come out. So they were like planning ahead, but like we were in the corona height of the corona. So they had to like postpone and stuff. So I think that might have been an already planned thing. But the Ariana, okay, whatever. Y'all say what y'all want. I'm telling y'all how I see it and how I feel. The Mary J. Okay, yeah, like I said, Ariana, I don't think she really wanted to work with that girl. The Mary J remix that was supposed to be on the Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel remix album, she did a song, what's it? Rap. It's a rap. It's a flop, basically, because all you have is Mary J singing the same lyrics as Mariah on the original song. Like, there's no creativity, it's no newness to it, it's just a copy and paste. Do you see the pattern I'm saying? The Escape is just basically a copy and paste, but with extra singing to it, because, you know, Kenny at the bottom, it's an amazing song, but still, it's still a copy and paste. And then the Lambs, they brought up the Christmas shit. Like, okay, she sang with Patricia, her mother. It's a Christmas cover. It's not an original song. And we all know the secret. We all know what happened with Patricia and how she's jealous of Mariah and her success. Child, we're not getting into this. Anyways. So really all it is When You Believe and barely Through the Rain remix, because the Through the Rain remix, first of all, is a remix, but secondly, they redid the lyrics and like reworked the song. It's a remix. It's a really good song, but like I'm saying, that barely makes it. So in the end, as I said, Mariah does not work with a lot of females. And when I'm saying, like I said, when I'm saying work with, I'm talking about duets. Of course, she's done songs with Patty and Aretha live, and Olivia Newton-John live, and who else? All these other people live. But as far as like a female duet, no. Now, that was just my statement. I wasn't trying to like spark up anything. I was just like, in my head, I don't have a huge, response on Twitter. Oh, don't talk about Mariah. Surely you will. But I don't have a huge response on Twitter, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I wasn't really thinking of it because I have thought about this before. Like I said, like Mariah works with all these rappers, but and then the female rappers that she does work with a lot are Debrat. Debrat and her have like literally like 6 songs together. Literally like 6 songs together. Her and Missy. That's all I can think of. As far as like a remix with a woman. Oh, and Nicki. That's pretty much it. And then this Shauna girl on the No. But I was just like, I'm thinking, because I had, like I said, like I thought about this before. She works with a lot of like rappers. Like the whole Glitter soundtrack is of like, it has like 4 rappers on it. I'm saying, I'm not downing any of this. I love me some Mariah. I love me. I Wish You Well. If Only You Knew, Circles. Bet You Gon' Know. I do love the remix with R. Kelly, which is actually an actual original remix. Hello. He rewrote his verse. And I think it's an incredible verse. Who else? Of course, you know, Jay-Z. Jay-Z's on a couple of remixes from the Emancipation era. Uh, that don't sound so good. You know, like I said, Cameron. Who else? Who else? Like so many of these other rappers. The Triumphant remix with Rick Ross and Meek Mill. Like I love that song. And I'm just saying, Mariah does not work with a lot of females in that way. Yes, she has worked with females behind the scenes. And some, like these lambs, they just brought my words and just twisted it up. Okay, I didn't originally say what I thought in the beginning, because I just woke up. You know, I'm on a crazy schedule. I wake up, I'm just on my phone. I wake up on my phone. I look at my phone. I'm tweeting. I'm asleep. I'm half asleep. Okay, it's a mess. The layers, they just twisted it and like made it sound wait, let me bring that up, because this one lamb really, it's not fair that you get to like twist my words, and then once I say what I say, you kind of get what I'm saying. You're still making it seem like I'm crazy. Like, no, I'm not. Mariah does not work with a shit ton of female singers. And why would I say females in general? Of course she works with females. That's the dumb thing. Like, why would you think I'm that dumb to think Mariah does not work with females? She's talked about Candy, the one lady that wrote Touch My Body, and and I think she wrote Migrate. And like, I know who Mariah is. They said, this dude wants Mariah to work with females, and these are his strict orders, not a remix. Now, I did not say I wanted her to work with females. I said what songs that she's worked on with a female artist that is not a remix. Okay, wait. Let me take this one at a time, because it's really like psychotic. These are his strict orders, not a remix, not older than Mariah. They brought up like Aretha, and these were live versions, and I'm like, no. And I would comment like, no, these people are older, and they would just run with that. Like, Lord, not background vocals. And I said, background vocals don't count. They're not, the background singer is not a well-known singer. They brought up Trey Loren, and I said, Trey Loren, that's what his name is. I said, Trey isn't, what background singer has Mariah worked with that has had a successful career? The only person is really Kelly Price, that has had a successful solo career in music. One person was just bringing up like a bunch of like background singers, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. And then said, not a legendary writing partner. Yes. Not a female band MC discovered. No, Mariah did not do a duet or a song with that group she had. And it's not a tribute performance. Yes. So Supernatural featuring Monroe. Sure, if that counts. No, backgrounds do not count, because Mariah, like I said, Mariah's not working. And the whole thing is, I'm thinking like, why would she do that? Not why would she do that, but why hasn't she done this? And I'm thinking, you know, Mariah has her insecurities, and maybe that's an insecurity that comes up. I want to be the only female on the track. I want to be the only, you know what? And you're not going to make me sound crazy, because you're not going to tell me there was not in the beginning, some kind of thing between Mariah and Whitney, because BB Winan said in an interview, he said backstage at a show, an award show, he was with Whitney. Whitney said, "Hi, Mariah." And Mariah looked at her and walked away. And BB said Whitney went to go grab her face and rip it off, but BB grabbed her. So you're not going to tell me there wasn't in the beginning, some kind of thing between Mariah and Whitney, as much as they try to play it off. As much as Mariah tries to love everybody. You don't love J-Lo. You sit there and you shade this woman so hard over this song that does not sound, at the end of the day, Loverboy, the original, if that is the original that you gave us from the what's the name? The Rarities album. If that is the original, it does not sound like any song that J-Lo has had. So I don't, maybe the concept of, you know, Mariah going back and forth with Ja Rule, because she did that on Glitter, going back and forth with Ja Rule, and then J-Lo kind of going back and forth with him, I believe on I'm Real. Maybe that concept, but the song, those two songs itself don't sound like anything J-Lo has put out. So you're basically hating on this woman because you think, first of all, you say, you know, Tommy was trying to ruin your life. Okay, you say that he's trying to sabotage you, but then you go and continuously hate this woman because of what? It can't be like a jealousy thing, because there's really nothing to be jealous of. It's just like this hatred for what? I don't get it. So I'm just like, Mariah, maybe she doesn't collaborate a lot on original songs or with other women on original content because she wants to be the only person in the room. She wants to be the only superstar in the room. She wants to be the only successful singer. You can't outshine her. But it's like, Mariah, you have 19 number ones, or you had like, you know, like 10 number ones at that time when your career was actually branching off and, you know, sort of being able to do what you want. But I'm just like, she just still ran with like male rappers. Eric Benet, she's done a song with. Luther, but I think that was like kind of put together. Joe, Boys to Men. Like, you run into these men, but then it wasn't a question. My original thought, my original statement, it was not a question, but it became a question because the Lambs had to like make it a question. Like, okay, wow, why do you think Mariah has not worked with a lot of females? And some people, one person, you know, I appreciate a couple of the people that actually gave me actual answers and wasn't being like nasty and actually kind of got what I was saying. One person was like, it could have been the industry at the time. You know, the industry, not a lot of women really were collaborating with each other. I'm like, okay. But still, there's that thing in the back of my mind, like, Mariah, you ran with a lot of males, like they were going to save your career or whatever. Not save your career, but like help your career or help you get a number one or whatever. And then there was a thing with, one person said, you know, maybe she just didn't want to. Okay, great. Whatever. But anyways, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say about Mariah. And like I love Mariah. I have nothing negative to say. Like, nothing negative to say. I love her music. She's a funny, fun person. She's very talented. I love the book. People think, you know, I'm not a Mariah fan because I say, you know, your fans should be able to hold you to your feet to the fire or criticize you. Like, it's not, I don't think it's a big deal. But somebody did tell me I'm wrong, but I still don't think I'm wrong. I still believe Mariah, and it's clear as day in the evidence, Mariah has not worked with, on original content, a lot of females. Not a remix, not a live performance, not a background fucking singer. And somebody was like, you're being really disrespectful to background singers. Like, y'all must be 5. How am I being disrespectful to, I think there were 5. And one person was in Thailand, so the English barrier might have not been that great. And it's like, it was a clique of lambs. And they were, it was a clique of them. It was a clique of them. And it's so funny. Because it's like, I don't hate Mariah. But there's a clique of them, and they're just like trying to defend her. And they're defending her, turns it into something, you're twisting my statement into something else, trying to defend her. So it's going away from my original statement. Well, not my original statement, but my actual statement that I meant. The Lambs are psychotic. tick. But the thing is, I love Mariah, you guys. So that's all I have to say about Mariah. Let me know what you think. Am I correct? Am I not correct in what I am presenting? Mariah does not work with a lot of females on original content. And I'm not talking about a Christmas cover, and I'm not talking about a remix. I'm talking about like a duet. Like B has duets with other women. Mary J has duets with other women. Aretha has, does she have a lot? She might have a couple duets with other women. Carrie Underwood kind of has a couple duets with other women. Oh yes, Carrie has a couple duets with other women. She just put out one. Anyways, I'm gonna be back because I have more to talk about.
Doesn't do the grocery shopping?
I better have to smell my food. You know, people can't smell like I can. Mm-hmm. And so when I go, I get in trouble with my assistant because he said, you just stuck your finger in that chicken pack. I said, yes, because if it's wrong, I don't want it. And I want the managers to know, take it off the shelf so nobody else will buy it. Mm-hmm. You know, so I've been smelling food. I stick my fingernails in corn, see if it's sweet or if it's tough or whatever. And if it's not good,
you know, Ms. LaBelle, that's disgusting. I don't care if it's your finger or not. You can't be just sticking your finger.
I don't care. But I stick my finger and I usually buy it, honey. Envy, look. Right. Do you cook, Envy?
Yes.
Mm-mm. Huh?
Yes, I do.
No. Okay, you don't. So hush your mouth, boy. I got it. Yeah, that's what I do. I shop for myself. I do.
Okay, so that clip was Patty going in on Charlamagne and Envy on the Breakfast Club. Very funny. Patty, you know, she did a couple of interviews this past week, continuing to promote her book, and I actually got the book. I got the book the other day, and I'm gonna look through it. It wasn't what I expected it to be. It's a lot of stories, very cute pictures. Love the pictures that I've seen. The pink and like gold colors going throughout it. I love that. I'm gonna look and see at some of the recipes. I probably won't make a lot of like the food stuff. I'll probably make some desserts. I'm gonna look and see and check out the desserts actually when I'm finished recording. But yeah, she went on the Breakfast Club. A really good interview. She really got into the asses because, you know, as a cook and as a, like, you know, a person of food, you know, you got to look at your food, touch your food, feel your food, smell your food, make sure it's good, especially corn. When you're buying fresh corn, you have to peel it back. If it's like moldy and brown, or not moldy but brown, but like bad looking at the top and not like fresh corn looking, it's not good corn, and you shuck it to the side and find a new one. Like, that's normal corn picking. But she got into the asses. It was a pretty good interview. Like I said, they did a, she talked about how she doesn't like cauliflower and certain spices like thyme, which is good new information that we got from her. And I appreciate Patty talking about how I don't know if like Zuri or her team is like telling her, you know, the criticism, because every now and then you'll see like a video like, my grandma, or you see a tweet saying, my grandmother can make a better pie than Patty, or let me show you. I remember Auntie Fee, shout out to Auntie Fee. I remember Auntie Fee made a video like, Patty ain't got shit on me. I got the best sweet potato pie in the game. And she like made a sweet potato pie. It's like, okay. And I think whoever is on her team, Patty's recognizing that people are saying stuff like that. And she's just like, you know, it's my pie. It's the way I make it. I'm sure everybody else makes better pie, but this is mine. So enjoy it if you like. If you don't, move along. But like I said, the interview was really good. But the thing that put it to a halt for me was when Envy and Charlamagne was like, would you ever do a cooking show? And, you know, Patty's older and she's I don't know why she didn't say, you know, I've done a cooking show before because I believe Patty went up there and promoted the fucking cooking show on the cooking channel. She's had 2 shows. I don't think people know that Patty's been on TV. First of all, she's had, like back in the day, like back in the 80s, the Patti LaBelle show. It was like a singing special with like Cindy and Luther was on it. I think that's the only 2 people. Patty's been on TV. She's been in movies, even like The Soldier Story back in the 80s. She's been on TV. She had her own TV show, Out All Night, which is a really cute show during the Burning era, 1992. So cute. Out All Night. I love that little song that she made, the theme song. Well, I don't know if they're there anymore. A couple of the episodes were on YouTube. It was like 3 or 4. It's actually a pretty good show. I know a couple of clips are still on YouTube. There's one with her and Natalie Cole. Gladys Knight is on there. They sang a little duet. Anyways, and then you fast forward to like TV One in like the early 2000s, where she was on. She had her own TV show called the Keeping It Up with Patti LaBelle, and there's like different episodes. I wish we were able to see them. I wish they were like, see, last week I was talking about how I wish certain TV networks would like replay stuff. Like, why don't they replay this? And the funny thing is, the Keeping It Up with Patti LaBelle isn't canceled. Like, it's still, they didn't cancel it. Like, it's allegedly is still an active show on TV One. It's so freaking silly. So Patty's been in TV, and then she had like her Christmas special. It was like singing, and then she's had like a DVD with her cooking, which is a couple of the recipes and the videos on YouTube. She did some macaroni and cheese and like brisket and cabbage. And then what else? But yeah, Keeping It Up with Patti LaBelle, it showed her like making the classic moments. She went to like a wig shop. Some clips were still online with her like going overseas, doing shows. Yeah. So like Patty's been in TV, and then this cooking recently, like a couple of years ago, she had a cooking show, where she did regular food. I don't remember the name of it. But then she had like this like dessert special where she did like this sweet potato pie. I think she did the peach cobbler and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm like, Patty's been on TV, and you guys failing to remember and failing to do your research. Of course, the Breakfast Club is always being criticized about not doing their research, which is ridiculous. They're not doing their research and failing to remember, Patty was up there promoting the freaking show. I guess, they didn't watch it, but I watched it. It was on the cooking channel. That was how it came up. They were like, do you ever just go and watch cooking shows? She's like, no, I'm on my business. But that was a fun little moment from Patty. Another thing that came out this week, allegedly, I'm guessing next week, because next week is the end of July, is it this week, the end of July? I think this week. Yeah, this is the ending week of July coming up. Allegedly, the album from Tony Bennett and GaGa are coming out. And then we have a concert with Tony Bennett and GaGa. I think it's like 2 days next month in August. Now, the reason why I'm saying this very slowly and confusedly and concerned is because, as I reported, or as we know, Tony Bennett has like Alzheimer's. So I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys are keeping him up with music, and it's just like, it's not making sense. Like, how are you going to do a show when the man has Alzheimer's? I'm just confused. Can one of the monsters let me know? Because I'm very confused. I'm confused. What does that mean? How does that look? Is that even like a good safety measurement? What's going on here? I'm confused. Like I said, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on over there, but that's literally what happened. Okay, the last little topic I want to talk about is Beyonce's BBL. Wait, Beyonce's BBL. I'm gonna search on Twitter. If you just search on Twitter, you'll be shocked. Now, how I came about this was a follower of mine kept talking about Beyonce's BBL. I'm laughing because it might be true. Like, I don't know. Like, possibly, but I don't really know. Did she have a BBL? Like, he kept, like, bringing it up. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I don't know. Y'all gonna write a photograph every single time somebody says Beyonce got a BBL. I was just retweeting a bunch of shit. It was so funny. I was just going through the hashtag, or not even hashtag, I just looked it up. All you gotta do is look it up. Y'all really want Beyonce that? And people are like for it. People get it. And then some people are like, this is not true. Of course the fans are like, this is not true. Wait, is that that dude I used to follow? No. Y'all really want Beyonce to have y'all really want Beyonce to have gotten a BBL. It's unobtainable to y'all that she could have naturally a fat ass. I mean, honestly, Beyonce's ass is really big right now. Every day is Beyonce had a BBL. Why does she refuse to admit it? But Zac Efron is where you're drawing the line? Oh, somebody's... Okay. I'm tired of y'all saying that Beyonce got a BBL surgery. She's always had hips and butt, and clearly gained weight since her Coachella performance. Before there was a fake bodies, there was natural curvy black women with bodacious bodies, and there still are. I don't know. Is this true or not? What do you guys think? Do you guys think Beyonce had a BBL? Boy, Beyonce's BBL looking amazing. If you don't know what a BBL is, it's a Brazilian butt lift. They take fat from your stomach or different areas and shove it up your ass. I was watching the Real Housewives of Potomac and I'm realizing, okay, wow, I'm realizing Karen really is the queen of Potomac. And it's not just, you know, her being this older woman. Like, I never got it until I'm actually rewatching episodes. Karen got snapbacks, clapbacks, and reads for everybody in a quick and a hurry. And not only that, she looks fucking amazing. She looks beautiful in all of her confessionals. Whether it's old Karen or, you know, the new money Karen. I'm sorry, when y'all said Beyonce got a BBL, that shit makes me scream. The BBL is so vivid. What are your top 3 albums? Oh, okay, wait. Beyonce is a whole athlete, and y'all screaming BBL. Bye. Okay, wait, let me go find the ones I retweeted. Beyonce, hell yeah, she got a BBL. Like, this shit is so funny. Rihanna does coke just like how Beyonce got a BBL. This girl swears she was in the room when Beyonce got her BBL. Beyonce got a BBL. Beyonce got a BBL. BBL Beyonce. Or old Beyonce. This is hilarious. I don't know. The ongoing Beyonce BBL discourse is so annoying, and just another example of how black women can't even exist in their own bodies without people trying to attack them. You see curvy black women looking good, and immediately you try to take it away. From that, the claims of plastic surgery. Yo, this is hilarious. How long have I been talking? Like 5 minutes? Okay, I'll give you like 2 more minutes of this BBL story. I don't know. Has she got a BBL? Y'all trying to say Beyonce got a BBL, and I refuse to believe it. You think you writing think pieces on Beyonce got 2 nose jobs, a BBL, and 5 rounds of Botox. BBL, Beyonce, big Beyonce lift. What does that mean? Why do you gasp and fake when somebody says Beyonce got a BBL? Because I can't believe it. Like, did she? Okay, she might have. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. And back to the Mariah thing. The only reason why I literally was at work for like I had really nothing to do at work. So I literally was at work, like, replying to these people, these fans and stands. And part of the reason why I was only replying was because they kept, like, retweeting. And I feel like they were retweeting lies. And I'm like, I didn't say that. Because that was really what made me mad. Like, you're recreating the story and this narrative that I did not say because I had, like, gave you evidence and saying, no, not a remix. No, not a cover song. You're creating the storyline to make it sound like I want Mariah to. First of all, I never even said that I want Mariah to work with more female artists. I was just making a statement. Mariah doesn't work with a lot of female artists. Then you're creating this narrative saying, I only want Mariah to work with female artists that is not on a remix. And it can't be a remix. It can't be a background singer. Like, no. Like, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't logically make sense. If it logically makes sense to you, let me know. Shout out to the Lambs, the crazy ass Lambs. On that note, follow me on Instagram at MyLoveMyNeedTonight. If you want to make a comment, leave a comment. I definitely want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment. What do you think about the statements I made? Do you think Beyonce's got a BBL? What the fuck is going on with GaGa and Tony Bennett and this Alzheimer's mess? I don't get it, and I don't like it, and it's making me uncomfortable. Do we need to call? Who do we call? Not CPS. We need to call somebody, because I don't think this is right. You guys, I really don't think this is right. Elderly abuse. Elderly with, like, mental health abuse. Oh, and the reason why this is late, this is coming up late, because shout out to the Twitter, my Twitter person that we were supposed to do a podcast. I was on Anchor. I sent the link, Anchor fucked up. I sent the link, and it kept cutting me off. Like, how am I supposed to do a test drive when it's automatically recording? And then we did it on Twitter. We did a Twitter space. I tried to download the audio from Twitter's data. It took me like 2 days for them to respond back and give me the data. I downloaded the data this morning, and the file was just too big for my phone. So it said, flop. You can't get through. So I was just like, okay, we'll have to do this another time. But I definitely want to shout out him out. Picante Jenkins. Shout out to Picante Jenkins. You're probably not going to listen to this one, but we're definitely going to do this again. We're definitely going to get that going again, because that was a really fun podcast, and I'm enjoying collaborating with other people. I'm trying to build this podcast so I don't have to work a 9 to 5 so I can do a podcast. Okay. Shout out to me, because I'm out here hustling and struggling and bustling for my ideas and thoughts. I dare you to look at things through my point of view, which always isn't the, I guess, popular point of view or what nobody wants to say anymore. But especially when it comes to Mariah, who's, I'm not going to say it. Okay, but anyways. And the thing was, I was like, she was working with Aaliyah. In my opinion, Aaliyah cannot sing. Aaliyah's not like somebody who you want to... Never mind. Thank you for listening. I'll be back next week. Bye.